Hey, welcome to the second annual Slop Shack Christmas special and the Christmas special episode of the Slop Podcast, celebrating yet another year of the Slop Shack. Isn't it crazy? 2 years. You guys excited?
Yes.
You guys feeling it?
I'm feeling it.
I'm really camera shy because I haven't been on camera in a very long time.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, that's what today's all about, is getting people who haven't been on camera in a while back just to chat about how they've been. Today's episode is brought to you by Santa Claus. Use the promo code SHACK to get yourself on the nice list and SLOP to get yourself on the naughty list. So like last year, we're bringing back a bunch of guests from the year that we've had so far, catching up with them and finding out how they've been hustling and following their dreams
Who was
since
your
they run the
favorite
podcast.
guest?
I was going to ask that question later, but fuck.
Because I don't rank the guests. They're all equal to me.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
what was your
no,
favourite one?
me too, Ash.
Who has given you the most spiritual enrichment? Please say Finn Taylor.
Finn's definitely been the one that I think we've made the longest the biggest connection. You know what I mean?
I mean, we went all the way from, what is it, BT1 to
Yes.
BT4 with him.
Yeah, check out our Finn Taylor Vomitorium episode next week, in which he gives Joey superpowers with Scientology.
I have superpowers now.
It's a lot of fun.
The ultimatum was having my head explode.
But if I can't choose Finn, I'm a big fan of those Pastelle guys. I like Pastelle. They're very cool.
I just imagine them just like bursting through the ceiling right now.
Yeah, just like
on
slamming
cue.
guitar. Yeah. They're pretty
A
cool.
man can dream.
A man can dream. Anyways, on this episode of the Slop Podcast, the Christmas special, we've got Muller Made, we've got Pastelle, we've got Band Solo, we've got Finn Taylor, and we've got us.
Hey.
Me.
Catching up about, the year that we've had. So strap into your sleigh, grab yourself a rum ball or a rumbo,
Your jangles.
and strap in as we check into some of Brisbane's best creators from the year so far. I'm your host, Harry Sweby, and today we celebrate 2 years of sloppy goodness. Real quick, happy birthday to the Slop Shack. Pan over to the audience so they can clap for us. How beautiful! It's been an absolutely crazy year. For those of you that don't know the drill, this is episode 24 of the Slop Podcast, an interview series that fills your ears with wild discussions, fascinating insights, and unique stories from Australia's most promising creators, like Ashley White, Joseph Hughes, and Jake Pelusi from Origin Juicy, sitting in on the Slop Shack table as he helps us make Let's Plays all day today. So thank you.
That's okay.
The Slop Shack would not be where it is without your help, your snakeness, and your pitness.
My juiciness.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Very juicy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what do you guys? How you guys feeling? Does it feel like it's been a year since the last Christmas special?
No.
It's been a tumultuous period of time.
It's tumultuous in what sense?
It's just a long way. Starting from humble roots to now being in this illustrious establishment.
You know what I like is that in the last 2 years, you still haven't learnt how to use a fucking microphone. Some
How's
things never
this?
change. Some things will always be sloppy.
Watch in like 30 seconds, he's going to misuse the microphone again, and it's going to be funny.
What are you guys that just didn't come out right. What are some favorite moments from the year that you guys have?
I wish I had have read the questions written down so that I could think about it and not be put on the spot.
Yeah, well, I'll throw a couple out there. A
Yeah.
couple of fun moments.
No, actually, dropping the hard drive and like fucking up
Fuck, true.
that whole FIFA special, I made that very difficult by mistake. That was a highlight for me.
Inside baseball, Ash dropped one of the hard drives after probably our biggest production day of the year.
So stressed because we lost an entire hard.
Yeah.
So what's a low light for you then?
Yeah. Look. Yep.
That was a thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That happened.
Throwing it right back to the start of the year, Pineapples Suck. If you remember that little gem from Finn Taylor, which you can watch now.
Watch it. Do it.
There's a
Do
good.
it.
No, I
No,
mean
it
like I'll put the
doesn't-
clip
no,
in.
But most people watch it on their phone, and
Put
when you
the
do the
clip in.
watch now, it's.
It's up in the corner.
Where are people watching it?
Is
Here,
it there?
there.
Is it there?
Watch it somewhere.
Yeah. Watch now.
Watch it with
Watch
your
now. I'm gonna
eyes.
look into all the cameras.
And then
say,
we're
"Watch
gonna
now."
pretend to watch it.
Yes.
Give me a random phrase.
Pineapples suck.
Yeah, sure. Dun-dun-dun. Pineapple suck. Dun-dun-dun. Pineapple suck. Dun-dun. Pineapple suck. Dun-dun. Pineapple suck. If you repeat that long enough, it will become catchy just through pure repetition.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
you need to repeat it in the same way.
Yeah, Pineapple Suck was good. Finn's come out with a lot much,
Yeah, but that was a
lot more
fun little
sense, so
improvised moment.
that was good.
Recording 2 episodes of Slack that never got released.
Yeah.
That was a
They'll come
fun
out
The
one day.
lost tapes.
The lost tapes. I think we should release them eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah, I feel like by the time they're released, they'll be incriminating. So
Jack Stewart keeps telling me that like they're worth releasing just for the drunkness.
Yeah, because he was drunk in one of them, right?
He was.
in one of them,
But a bit.
That's a highlight for me.
Yeah.
The time Jack got drunk.
Yeah, in your
It's fair to
house.
say he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
sober in
That
But
time
it-
he was
but-
screaming in your neighborhood.
But it was in a way that didn't promote excessive alcohol consumption.
No.
no.
Mm.
Couple
Just in
of
case
just a
YouTube's
couple
listening.
of bevies on the podcast.
This isn't for
Didn't hurt
kids. We don't
anyone.
care.
Yeah.
I'd have to say my highlight of the
Yeah.
year is the totally stress-free environment in the lead up to Light Up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that happened this
Ooh.
year. That was
yeah,
good.
absolute.
That
just
was good.
got it done. No hitches, no bumps in the road. It was just from concept to execution. no
I think.
problems.
Look, Light Up went pretty smoothly for the rest of us.
after the 2 months.
It was just the shooting the box set and Sleuth back to back over the course of 2 weeks, and then having to edit and release both of them within the span of like about a couple of months was like.
It was good because
Yeah.
it was definitely your problem and not mine.
It was a lot. It was a lot to do. That was
Fond
big.
memories in the stuffy video editing room at QUT.
Yeah,
and
with
not
no
being
windows.
not being able to leave or see the sun.
There was one day where I was awake for like over 24 hours, and then Joey and I had to drive to a theatre sports coaching gig up like Mount
It was like
Cootha,
Mount Cootha.
and it was a lot. We missed most of the turns.
We were both running on adrenaline by the time that we actually got to the school.
Yeah, it was a lot.
A lot of twists and a lot of precarious edges.
Yeah, man. Anyways,
Time.
Light Up Film Festival though, incredible moment. Thanks. I mean, a lot of these guys were there, and you guys thought it was a fun time, right? That's good. Yeah. I think it is definitely my highlight of the year. Was that night? Like that night was insane. So thank you to everyone that came. We really appreciate it. We'll be doing another one next year. More on that in our cool little press conference that we'll be releasing that you've probably already seen.
Yeehaw.
So get excited for that. If you want to submit a film to the festival, start getting on that now because you haven't got long left. Anything else? Orange and Juicy's been trucking along.
Yes.
We've been enjoying it. You're doing a lot of articles, which people should check
check
out.
it.
So much lately.
No,
yeah.
but you still got to check out the publication. It's straight fire.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
It's good.
100%.
Come
It's
on.
good.
There's still an episode of Dumpster Divers that we were on
There are
that I
two- there are
really
two
want to see.
episodes. There's one with Lockie, he's not here right now, but he's behind the scenes in this, and then one with was it Ava, Harry, and Ash?
Yeah,
good.
Slop
And,
Shack
they've
first,
been recorded
Orange and
since,
Juicy.
Like January or
been-
something, or February.
Yeah, it would have been.
And-
Again, it's part of the unreleased.
Yeah, there's definitely
I'm-
a lot of like.
I'm extremely lazy. I'm extremely lazy, and yeah.
No, you're just saving the best bits for last, right?
Yeah. We'll maybe this time next year they'll be out. Yeah, maybe one.
All right.
Who knows?
Well, we'll see what
They'll
happens.
be
Yeah.
leaked.
No.
Just another thing to be excited for coming in 2020 from the Slop Shack. We've got lots of cool content coming your way as we move into the next year. Thank you guys very much for following all of the content. And now we have a whole bunch of interviews with some of our favorite guests coming up for your viewing pleasure. So stick around. You can check the timestamps below to get on top of those. If you like one more than the other, do it. We'll see you guys later at the end of the episode. Peace.
Yeehaw.
How you going?
I'm good. You've been here all day recording other pieces of content.
I have been. In fact, it's kind of been just like a big party for me. In fact, it's been very nice.
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah.
Speaking of things about you,
Yes.
we're here to talk about you.
Fantastic. That's what I like.
You were the first guest on the Slop Podcast of the year of 2019.
Was it that recent? It feels like it was last year.
It was January of this year, or maybe we recorded it in December and released it in January.
I
I
can't
don't know.
remember. Either way.
But
It's-
obviously, I know you, as we explain in the podcast, which you guys should go and watch, through theatre sports.
Yes, that's very true.
You did the music for theatre sports, and now it's like we're inseparable.
That's very that's true also. We've been doing a lot since then. We've done an episode. We've done 2 other episodes.
We're now currently doing an episode.
In fact, we've done 2 episodes today, bringing the total episode count up to 5.
Are we about to have an episode?
There will be an episode, an epileptic episode,
Yeah.
in which I have a seizure on camera.
Clicks.
Clicks, yeah. The title of this video will be Finn Taylor has epileptic seizure on camera.
Speaking of things that make me spasm, you're releasing an album.
I am, yes.
You're rebranding yourself Finn's Contingency Plan.
That is, and in fact, this is the premiere announcement of that. So if anyone who listens to my music is watching the video, you are finding out about this for the first time. My new solo project is going to be titled Finn's Contingency Plan, which I thought was a very clever and funny name when I thought it up, and immediately hated it, but too late, that's what it is now.
FCP.
FCP. It sounds like an acronym for some kind of internal organ disorder.
Which is what your music feels like.
That's a high compliment, is what that is. Yep.
It's really good. I've been listening to the demos and the songs as you've been making them. I've enjoyed them very much. We're going to get you to play one of them exclusively for our audience today, which is going to be very exciting.
That's very good. It'd be nice to premiere a song in front of a live audience, even though it's probably not the premiere. I think I may have done it once before.
Well, speaking of songs in front of live audiences, you've been doing a lot of gigs at Rick's recently,
I have
solo gigs.
Yes.
Obviously, you've been performing with bands for a long time.
I have been indeed.
Talk to us about those.
Well, the funny thing with bands is that bands are by design quite temporary things. People get tired of bands, people lose interest, people will leave, people decide that they didn't want to do the work.
Well, this is getting a photo taken, yeah?
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
And so, particularly in the modern era, where things are arranged around solo performers more often than not, which is one guy pressing buttons on a computer. So I thought, if you can't beat them, join them. And I've started just playing the enormous amounts of material that I've had written for years as a solo thing, trying to build up an audience doing that. And having bought a new computer has made things very easy because I can finally, for the first time in again years, record myself. So that's what I've been doing. I've been working on making an entire new album, and that's going to be released early next year, hopefully around March.
It's an hour long.
It is
has how many tracks?
12 songs.
12 songs.
There's 12 songs. It has a
They're really good.
narrative from start to finish.
It's good. In essence, you could say that going solo was your contingency plan.
Well, as to quote The Simpsons, that's the joke. But I also having a name for it. I went through a few different ideas for the names. I found out that Finn Taylor is also the name of a comedian that tells like really edgy alt-right jokes. And so I thought maybe my name should not be Finn Taylor, because if people Google that, they'll click through to a comedian that says racial slurs on stage.
Yeah, there's a lot of that guy on the internet when you Google him.
Yes.
That's tough.
And I hope this doesn't count as me bagging him out, because I inevitably will contact him at some point.
We're definitely getting him on the show with you.
We'll see if we
Finn
can,
Taylor, the Finn Taylor.
in a physical fight to the death.
Yeah. So then finally there can just be one.
That's true. That's true. I thought I was the only person in the world with this exact name. It was a very SEO optimized name.
Yeah.
And that's also a tautology. SEO optimized. That means search engine optimization optimized.
Speaking of search engines,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We obviously do videos together.
We do indeed. They're
Right.
a lot of fun.
Where should people find them?
People should find them by searching the Slop Shack on YouTube. Well, that's where the
Pretty
current-
much. We now have youtube.com/the Slop Shack, which is pretty nice.
Yes, it's fantastic. And my show is called The Vomitorium,
Yep.
a name that we both thought was actually quite shit.
Yeah, we're still looking for a new name.
And so once
Any of
we
you guys, we have a whole audience here. Any of you guys got name suggestions for a Finn show?
say a random word.
Blue.
Random word. Random word.
No more vomit. We've called slop. We've done puke. We've done vomit. Blue vomit. So the only. There you go. Cool. Well,
Blue Technicolor yawn.
yeah. So you have a gig coming out. A gig coming out?
A gig coming out.
You have a gig coming out. You're coming out at the gig
Yeah. Wait, what?
tonight. You have a gig tonight. This will be released on Friday next week, where
That's
you
very
have
true.
the Shakespeare single launch for Shakespeare and the Skeleton
Gang.
Gang. I was going to say crew. It's gang.
Skeleton Crew, we actually have played under the name the Skeleton Crew.
Really?
Before.
Wow.
When we did, so a little bit of backstory. Shakespeare and the Skeleton Gang is a theatrical horror blues band that I play in, following the adventures of Shakespeare, who is played by my friend Shane Fell.
Who is fucking rad, by the way. Shout outs to Shane.
He's very cool. He was in the Awards.
Which
playing
you
guitar.
can watch at youtube.com/the Slop Shack.
Shane plays a fantastic character called Shakespeare, who is an immortal time-traveling hobo. Every time he dies, he wakes up in a different time and place. And we have recently recorded our debut album. It's going to be titled... I don't know if I can even say the title here because that is not officially announced yet.
Have you changed the title since I heard it?
Well, I can't remember what I told you it was,
Oh,
so
okay.
potentially. But that will be coming out next year, along with my solo album, along with other things which I am yet to talk about in this show, but that's very exciting. And the first single, Dr. Skinner's Surgery, about a mad Victorian doctor who cuts people up and stitches them together, will be out this Friday, not today, but the next Friday coming, December the 6th.
Yeah, the day this comes out on YouTube. So
Yes.
tonight. So if you're listening to this early in the day and you have nothing to do tonight, come, because I'll be there, Finn will be there, Shane will be there. Jaden, will you be there? Jaden will be there.
We are also playing at the Empire Hotel, and music will be from 9, I think. We are playing obscenely late. We're playing at 11:30. So I'm hoping that people will still be able to hang around. And we're going to be joined by the blues band Raw, which I'm yet to find out much information on because I think it was Shane that booked them. And we are also going to be joined by the Inadequates, who are a Brisbane busking trio who recently won the Australian Busking Championships.
Congratulations to them.
Congratulations to the Inadequates. They absolutely deserved it. They're fantastic.
Cool. Well, if you like blues, busking, and skeletons, come to the gig. Also, come to Finn's gig at Rick's with
Aidan Bradley.
With Aidan Bradley.
That's the following Tuesday. So
Yeah, come to that.
yes. And that's going to be the premiere of a lot of stuff off the new album, which I've never played in public before, partially because I couldn't figure out a way to do it. See, I'm in a bit of a pickle with the performance because the album is not a solo guitar album. It has... many songs have a 12-piece horn section on them. All the songs have full rock band, guitar, bass, drums, keyboards, often
it's a
2 to 3
big
guitar
album.
parts, acoustic guitar as well. Then there's synthesizers and the DG20 electronic guitar that goes underneath it, plus generally a choir of me's. So it's a sonically very large album.
If anyone has a cloning device out there, let us know.
I've been looking for one for ages.
Speaking of playing things in public,
Mm.
it's time for you to play a song for us, Finn.
I'm going to play a song. I'm going to play a song off the upcoming record.
Expose yourself to us via music.
And lots of people will be expecting this song to be funny, but unfortunately, it's just not.
Let's plug the lead into the thing. Who's got Finn's lead? Here you go. Good sir.
This song is one of the only songs on the record that I have actually recorded before. I recorded it with an old band of mine called Dave is a Spy, which I used to be in back in the olden days. But I've rewritten the lyrics and I'm much more happy with them now. They actually make sense now, which is something that they didn't used to do. The song is titled Sky Mining, and it's from the perspective of a guy in a satellite that orbits the Earth, and the satellite's job is to like collect space junk and melt it down into slag and repurpose it and send it back to Earth. But it's only him and the satellite, and every day he has to go through and change all the little settings and make sure everything's operating correctly. And it's just really fucking boring for him. And this is a song that he sings to himself about coming to terms with how incredibly boring the job is.
Real quick. Cameras all good still? Yeah?
The events are humming away. I take a deep breath. They're cast in the light of the day. There's
There's not much light left, oh, it's getting dark out here. The planet Earth shines bright and clear, but I'm behind the screen and I can't look away too long. I'm watching a tropical storm. It's headed on south. 302 days I'm gone. I open my mouth, but there's nothing left to say. It wouldn't matter anyway, so I go back to ruminating reasons that I'm wrong when I'm mining 1,000 miles away from the arms of anyone. Yeah, I'm mining. Nothing in my eyes but light from dying suns, from long dead suns. Nothing in my eyes. So are you having fun? There's never a surprise. The events are humming a hymn. I turn off the light. The station, it tumbles and spins, forward on into night. And when tomorrow's here, I'll wake to sunlight bright and clear. I'll breathe the air and gaze upon the world when I'm sky mining. 1,000 miles away from the arms of anyone. Sky mining. Nothing in my eyes but the light from long dead suns.
Whoa, it's plugged in. Thank you very much.
Let me just turn my mic back on. It's a good song. You added an extra bit at the end there. I hadn't heard that before. So that was nice.
Since the David the Spy version.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the verse lyrics didn't used to actually really make any sense. And so I tried to add a narrative in where it goes from one thing to the other.
Typically how narratives work, right?
Yeah, it's fairly essential to stories that progression happens.
Awesome. Well, speaking of progression,
Yes.
I'm really glad that our relationship has progressed.
I am too. The feeling is mutual.
Yeah,
And
it's been a lot of fun.
The thing on that note is that you and I are going to be working together quite a lot in the
Yeah.
next few weeks,
That's a good point.
because I'm going to be announcing what I'm going to be calling the procedurally generated EP, where I develop and record one song every week of the upcoming 5-week holiday that I have. And every one of those songs is going to have a video of some description.
Which we will be taking care of, yeah.
Made by yours indeed. So,
So,
that's very exciting. We've got
tune in for that.
a couple of the songs written. We'll see if we can get any more of them written. and there will be some very, very interesting videos made for them. I've seen Harry's idea for the first one, and it is just fucking hilarious. So I'm very excited to be putting that out into the world.
And we're excited to be putting you out into the world. Finn Taylor, here back on the Slop Podcast 1 year later. Thank you very much for coming.
No worries.
And we look forward to all of the shit that's coming out.
Thank you very much.
All
Shit
right.
is the word.
Thanks very much. That's it.
See you next time.
Boom.
That's a wrap.
All right. Can you hit record? Hit record on whatever the wide shot is. All right, Pastelle. We are here with Josh and Trent.
Yep.
Back in the Slop Shack. Right, that is
three.
Trent. If you are unaware, that is
Round
Josh.
This isn't actually the shack anymore, though, is it?
Yeah, the shack is mobile. It is wherever it needs to be.
Wherever the heart is.
And so I'm glad that you guys are here because you guys have been a big part of our year of 2019. You were our second guest on the podcast.
You've been a big part of my year.
Wow.
Just you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You came on the show. How did we end up getting you on the show? I don't.
Messaged our Instagram.
Yeah,
We
but
ignored it
how
for
did I?
3 months.
Nah.
Maybe
that's
I
not true.
knew about you from
Didn't we
Aaron.
do
That's
No,
nah.
you guys
Aaron-
messaged us. That's
I
right.
messaged you because of Aaron.
Okay.
Because
That's right,
Aaron
was on the show.
When I messaged you, Aaron wasn't even in the band. It was still Riley.
Did he not see
Right.
that?
And he did a little
Right.
interview with you in that little block room in Z9.
Yeah.
And I was
Audio.
like, oh, that's sick. So then I messaged you, and then funnily enough, when the interview came round, Aaron had joined the band.
That is really strange. So big props to Aaron McNamara out there for making this happen.
It's the only shout out you're getting off me ever, boy.
Nice.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, we're missing Aaron. And we're missing
Yeah.
Guido.
Aaron will be here later.
Willie, is he coming
Aaron's
through?
Aaron's coming for a few beers.
Very cool. I don't know, I'm very excited.
Guido's never been someone, eh? Oh no, he was. He played the FIFA.
He was in
episode.
FIFA. We can never get all four of you in the one
That's right.
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to.
Yeah, that'd be
Nah.
too much.
Yeah,
But thank
way
you
too
guys for
much.
coming back. Today we're going to just be talking about how your year's been since you're on. Because in February, I mean, a lot was yet to happen. You guys hadn't released What Till the Cows Come Home. You hadn't released Lonely Nights.
Have we not released Lonely Nights in Feb? No, we haven't.
No,
have we?
you played it. You debuted it
yeah.
on our show,
True.
and it was a fun time.
It was good.
Two of my favorite songs of the year.
Aw,
Two of my
thanks.
favorite music videos.
Even cows.
Yeah, that was great.
Dumb.
That was a fun one to shoot.
Kelvin Grove running around,
dude.
skateboards.
Yeah.
It was a good time. But
was.
fill me in on how your year's been since then. How's
It's been sick,
been
man.
going?
It's been really fun. Not everything went to plan. We should have an EP out now. But these things happen. What's been the best part?
Playing the Triffid.
Yeah, supporting Smith Street.
That was
Band
better than that
sick.
house party you had?
Yeah, bro.
Nah.
Playing on the
That house
party
party
in
to
December.
20 people was just a highlight.
And the cops came?
Yeah, we got another house party. We just need to calm Trent down for it a little bit because he's. But yeah, the Triffic gig was cool, and then everything else was
Went
just
downhill from there.
shit. Nah, I think the other highlight was the FIFA episode, which you guys. Was
Yeah,
so
really?
Fun.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
man, it was sick.
That was a great. That wouldn't have happened if we hadn't just been fucking around trying to get the podcast set up, and then
Always
you guys
good
were
to,
playing
beat
FIFA.
Max Muller. Always good to beat Max Muller.
And in real life too.
Controversial.
Nah, it was fun.
We might give him a chance to redeem himself later today.
Oof.
But
Okay.
thanks for making that happen. That was like a lot. That was a
It was
big
sick.
day.
That was awesome.
And it's probably the best video we've done, just in terms of like
It was enjoyable.
putting
welcome.
together people, and it summarizes what the Slop Shack was all about, you know.
Good.
So I hope you guys enjoy that.
How's your year been?
It's
It's
been really good. You know, we've done a lot of stuff, and clearly based on the people in this room, like we've made a lot of connections, a lot of collaborators, a lot of partners,
100%.
and so it's been lots of fun.
Sick, man.
When can we expect the EP to be
Right.
dropping?
Let's not
Don't
give
put a
this
date
time.
on it,
No, we
but
won't.
will it be out in 2020?
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
Okay,
It's
thank
kind of
God.
halfway through being done.
Because I've been listening to all of your songs at your gigs,
Yeah.
and there are a lot of songs in there that I just want to be able to listen to.
Yeah, well, it's basically going to be like, because obviously the first lot of tracks, the first batch of tracks that we wrote, it's like 5 of them, like 5 are the best, I guess.
Cool.
And then because we just want to move on to the next lot now
Mm,
and start recording them, because it gets boring after a while of just playing the same tracks all the time, and then you want to play your new ones, but you haven't got your old ones out yet, so otherwise they'll just be a waste.
Yeah, exactly.
So we want to get them out. We're looking at March, but knowing us, it'll end up being like fucking November. I don't know. We're looking at March.
It'll arrive till when the cows come home.
The strict rule is that there's no more singles until that EP's out. That's the next thing to come out. No
Okay,
matter what.
that's a good way to do it, I guess. Motivate yourself.
Probably maybe keeping it to like one music video, because we get carried away with those, and it's fun, but like it's just not as important as actually getting the music out there and gigging. And then we're planning on organising a little East Coast tour for it, like a mini one.
Cool.
So
yeah. Speaking of gigs, had a lot of highlights. You opened for the Smith Street Band.
Yeah.
Correct?
That was
You
awesome.
played at the Milk Factory in cow outfits.
Yeah,
which was
that
fun.
was cool.
What do you think? Could you pick a favorite gig in terms of just turnout and
Smith Street Band, man.
That shit was crazy.
That was scary.
Yeah.
It was scary.
You guys did 3 gigs like back to back, right?
Yeah,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah, it was sick. The Smith Street Band was like the whole day was like an experience. It was like an insight I remember when we were speaking to like their lead singer Will afterwards, and like we were leaving because we'd been like partying with them afterwards, and we were about to leave. And I think Aaron was like, "So what you're up to tomorrow, dude?" And he was like, "This is what I do. This is just my life.
Wow.
Just do this every day."
Yeah.
And we were like, "Fuck, I'm
Imagine.
going to work."
Yeah.
But that's cool. But yeah, it was like it was just scary, wasn't it? I remember because Mickey always goes on stage before us, and like because we run like a little Ableton session with lights and stuff, and he was like triggering the Ableton session and the intro song that we walk onto, and we'd walked out maybe 10 minutes before, and it was like half full, which is still full on because it's like 800 capacity venue.
Yeah.
And then when we walked on stage, like in that last 10 minutes, it filled up completely, and I walked on and just shit myself. I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, that's
Okay.
crazy.
But when you start playing, obviously, like, I don't know. It's the best we've ever played as well,
That was the best.
which is unexpected considering the state that we were in. 'Cause we've been there all day, free alcohol.
Totally. And you'd been playing the night before, like
And
2 nights before.
We had,
Yeah.
it was
That was a
just
warm-up gig.
And the day after as well.
the day after gig was nasty,
Yeah.
properly nasty.
Was that at like Bot Bar?
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
It was shit.
Did
but,
you? Oh,
But like we seen people because we went to see the 1975 afterwards,
right.
and
Yeah.
there was people who'd been at the Smith Street Band gig.
Yeah.
And like
of course.
recognised us and come up and had a chat, which
That's
was
really cool.
nice. It was
Yeah.
really nice to like speak to people without like I don't know, just for someone to come up to you and ask about your music.
Yeah,
on the
totally.
street
Yeah.
was lovely, and they were all really nice.
Very cool. Well,
Yeah, man.
if you guys see
Cool.
Trent and Josh out on the street, go and talk to
just
them.
ask us.
Give them a
Like,
hug.
Give us a fucking ego boost, please.
Yeah. They need it.
No, yeah, we do.
And they won our FIFA thing, so you can congratulate them
Just
on
come
that.
and give us a pat on the
Max.
back. And
Yeah,
just be
yeah.
like,
We're still the champions until
Well
someone
done.
challenges us.
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah, if there's any other bands out there in Brisbane who genuinely reckon they're decent at FIFA, first of all, you're wrong. You're not. You're shit. Second of all, please play us. Fuck you up.
We'll put it together. Well,
Please.
thank you guys very much for
Thanks
coming
for
back
having
into the
us,
Slop
man.
Shack. We're looking forward to the EP. We're very excited.
See how
and,
long it takes.
Yeah. Well, till the cows come home.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
See
Guys.
you next time, man. Thank you very much.
Love seeing you.
I love seeing you too.
See you next time. And that was Pastelle. We're now moving on to band solo. And now, which camera? Okay. And now we have the pleasure of being joined by our, 10th guest of the year, 9th guest of the year. Regardless, you guys were awesome.
Halloween special, I believe.
Thank you.
Halloween special. You guys are the spookiest guests of the year. So we're really glad that you are now back for the next seasonal episode, our Christmas special. How have you guys been? It's only been a couple months, but,
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
how's life
Been
been?
good. Enjoying the holidays. Holiday season.
That's true.
Yeah.
What do you guys do on your holidays?
Play music.
Podcasts.
Podcasts.
Podcast.
That's what we like to
Become
hear
official.
here at the Slop Shack. Well, speaking of Christmas, I have a couple of Christmas-related questions before we get into the band-related stuff. I want to know what the best Christmas movie is. We just did a movie podcast, Movies Are the Future, episode 11. You can check it out.
Elf.
Elf.
Oh,
Can't believe we didn't talk
such a
about that. Yeah.
bad movie.
You say Elf is definitively the best Christmas movie of all time?
For me, yes. I don't know about anyone else who
I
doesn't
couldn't sit through that
like
again,
Will
dude.
Ferrell.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch it together? Is it like a band induction?
No, definitely not.
Can you make it a band
I think I
induction?
would have been scared off if that happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Creepy.
Well, I'll take that. Elf. The best Christmas present you guys ever got, other than being on the podcast today.
I guess some nice beach towels every year.
Some socks.
Socks
Pretty-
and undies.
Like, I look forward
Yeah.
to those.
Classy.
Are they like? Do they have like patterns and stuff? Like cool, like
No, they're just well, they have patterns, but they're just standard beach towels.
cool, dude.
Pretty good.
I like that.
I must go through them pretty quickly or something.
What did you guys say?
Socks and undies.
Socks and undies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Best present.
I like that. Ben Solo, humble. You know, you guys aren't asking for consoles and for cars and for crazy gifts.
Nah,
You like your socks and undies and your beach towels.
that's it.
It's all you need in life, you know.
Beautiful. Lesson number 9 from Ben Solo. We're continuing I don't know whatever we got up to.
What tip would we get? I think we got up to
Have a look. But that's the
9.
next one is don't ask for crazy gifts. You know.
Some Lynx deodorant, like in the pack. You guys
Yeah,
know,
only
yeah, the
Africa.
Lynx. In
Wait,
the
what
pack.
else is in the pack though?
Probably some sort of and a
Uh,
moisturizer or something.
Would you recommend that? Like, what age should you be giving Lynx Africa gifts to?
It's a pretty serious gift, so like only for like serious couples, I reckon.
Serious
Yeah,
couples.
if a girl's looking for a present for a man.
Right, I
That's
thought.
the one.
Right. Not the other way around.
Well,
Can girls wear Lynx Africa?
yeah.
Okay, cool. Lesson number 10.
If they want to attract guys, then guys like that smell.
They're like, what the
Right.
fuck? Wow. That's hilarious. Okay, cool. Well, I really like that. We've learned a lot about you guys already. Elf, Lynx Africa, beach towels, socks and undies. And time to get into the real heated questions. Because you guys were just on,
Yeah.
you guys haven't released any new music yet. You haven't performed any gigs yet.
No.
So I wanted to really get deep into the Ben Solo lore, as it is. You guys are obviously a Star Wars reference, as we established definitively.
Definitely not.
Definitively in the last episode. Definitively. Definitely a Star Wars reference. So I have some Star Wars trivia for you now. Because I wanted to see if you guys really have earned the name Ben Solo.
I'm gonna do so bad at
So
this.
I'm very excited to see how you guys go. So, just for reference, have you guys seen the Star Wars movies?
I have.
Yes, a very long time.
You've all
ago.
seen them. So that's good. At least you have a base knowledge. How good do you think your Star Wars knowledge is in general?
Awful.
Pretty average. Yeah.
Wow.
We'll see.
Well, the good thing is that even if you tank at this trivia, you will have come out of it knowing more about Star Wars, meaning that people can't give you shit for being named after a Star Wars character.
But we're named after me.
And you are a Star Wars character, as we've established.
Okay. Do you have any questions for us?
I do. The first question is, which Star Wars movie was filmed entirely in the studio? No outside locations. And your options are
This
Attack
is
of the Clones, Return of the Jedi, Star Wars, the first one, or Revenge of the Sith.
I'm going to go with the first one.
The first ever Star Wars movie
Yeah.
was filmed entirely
I
inside a studio.
disagree. I don't
Yeah.
think we should lock that in.
I mean, think about it for a moment. What's the first, like,
Very good idea.
there's a lot of deserts in that movie.
Sorry, can you say the category?
Attack of the Clones, Episode 2. Return of the Jedi, Episode 6. Star Wars, the first one, or Revenge of the Sith, the third one from 2005.
That one.
You're correct.
2005 was the era for that. Like,
It really is.
let's try to make things better.
It really is. All right, well, that's 1 for 1 so far.
Totally not a fluke.
Next up, what color is Mace Windu's lightsaber? Is it green, purple, black, or blue?
Purple.
Purple.
Yeah, purple. There you go. 2 for 2. Very nice. The Star Wars Holiday Special, which is a real deep cut. It was this like holiday Christmas themed special that they did, much like this, which came out and it was completely ridiculous and they don't talk about it anymore. They actively have like burnt the copies of it. But it marked the first appearance of which Star Wars character? Was it Boba Fett, Lando, Jabba the Hutt, or Jar Jar Binks? Now remember, this came out in 1978.
It was probably Jar Jar.
Is that your final answer? You're going to lock in Jar Jar Binks?
I mean, I just want it to be Jar Jar, but
Final answer. It's going. It's going. Incorrect. It was Boba Fett.
Oh, okay.
He appeared in animated form. Wait, are any cameras still going? Oh, cool. Here we go. Next question. Who is the only non-Jedi in the original trilogy to use a lightsaber? Was it Chewbacca? Was it R2-D2? Was it Princess Leia? Or was it Han Solo? Can you think of any moments where they used a lightsaber?
is it Han Solo or Princess Leia?
I don't think they did. I'm going R2D2 because I know he ejects lightsabers.
Now, I would have thought the same thing. And that when I did the quiz, that's what I said. But you'd be wrong. It was actually Han Solo when he cuts open the Tauntaun and he puts Luke in it, remember?
Ah.
At the start of Empire Strikes Back,
Yeah.
where they sleep inside that little dude.
This
Pretty
is
cool,
some
right?
Pretty serious trivia.
I know. And the final question. What character did George Lucas consider making a midget? Was it Jar Jar Binks? Was it Chewbacca? Was it Luke Skywalker? Or was it Princess Leia?
Princess Leia.
Princess Leia was originally a midget.
Nah. Probably Chewbacca.
Chewbacca?
Sound legit, but I hope.
You'd say Chewie? Chewie?
Chewie.
Final answer? Locking it in?
I guess.
Incorrect. Originally, Luke was going to be a midget. Which is why in the movie, still, when he rescues Leia, her first dialogue with him is, "Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?" Which was supposedly a reference to the fact that he used to be a midget in earlier versions of the script. Can you imagine that? Luke, the hero of the franchise,
Probably couldn't.
3 foot tall.
Couldn't pick it.
There you go. All right. Well, you guys did pretty good. You out of the how many did we do? We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4 correct.
It's not bad.
Yeah, no.
Actually, no, you got 3 out of 5. So pretty good.
Better than expected.
Perfect, to be
You've earned
honest.
the name. All right. Well, into the actual business of today's episode. What can we expect from Pastelle? I know you guys were playing some gigs for 2020. You guys have obviously a new member.
Yeah.
How have you guys been sort of like, going?
Well, actually, we're returning next holiday season. New Year's Eve
Ooh.
is our first gig back at Tomcat.
Awesome.
Pretty stoked to get that. Playing with Salty Leaks, so should be a good time.
Very exciting.
Free entry for everybody who cares.
On New Year's Eve.
Yep.
What time?
9 o'clock.
Cool. Sounds very cool. We'll have the links to all of the gigs in the description.
You can come order a band solo with us.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so literally I've had, since the podcast came on, shout outs to Hugh Dawson and a few other friends. They go regularly because his favorite drink is the band solo. So yeah, I've been spreading the word, guys. There's a lot of people now ordering band solos at Tomcat.
That's really awesome.
Yeah. Do you guys get, you should ask for the numbers, how many people ordered them. I don't know if they're keeping track, but it's definitely going to increase a lot after the podcast. So you guys should get around it. All right, cool. Any other announcements you want to drop? Any other final thoughts about the year?
To be honest, it was a good year. It went for a bit of a short time, but I expected to fit a bit more of my life into it. Hoping for 2020 to be better.
I mean, look, you've proven that you guys are willing to try, in the trivia. And now I think that you have more Star Wars knowledge. That means you can only get
Better.
more success. So thank you guys for coming on the Slop Podcast
Thanks for having us.
Thanks
for the
having
Christmas
us.
special.
It's been great.
We love you guys. You guys have been awesome, and we're very excited for all your new music and gigs. Go to their NYE gig. Check it out in the description below. Thank you guys very much. And next, we have Max Muller. Muller Made.
What's poppin'?
How's it going?
Yeah, very good.
You're back.
Yeah, I'm back in
Literally, you
Brisbane,
you
baby.
just got back in Brisbane yesterday?
The day before.
How has it been being back? What happens when you suddenly get back in Brisbane after being away for a while?
Bro, my DMs go crazy. I just went to chill with some of my homies. I saw my mom, got some food. I haven't seen my dad or any other of my family, but I gotta go do that. Definitely after this or some shit.
Wow. Well,
But
thanks
yeah,
for
just a couple mates, but
Thanks for giving us your time then and your busy busy Brisbane schedule. We really appreciate it. You were one of our favorite guests of the year, obviously being a part of FIFA, the FIFA video.
Yeah.
Which was definitely one of
that was fun.
the most fun things we've ever done.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't come out on top at the end, I hope that you still had a good time.
Yeah, I did. I was like honestly like practicing for that. Nah, not really practicing. I just play FIFA all the time back in like when I had an Xbox and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's
now
nuts.
in Sydney.
I was gonna say you can't really take that down to Sydney, can you?
Nah. Well, I could like. Dude, I was planning to move over there. Like, I really wanted to. Like, but like, shit happened at home, and like, just the circumstances weren't like the greatest. So I'm just like, I'm out of here. And like, yeah, I don't like. I was gonna come back originally to grab all my stuff and then move over. And then so I would have had my Xbox. And I would have been bashing on FIFA nowadays.
Well, how long were you in Sydney for?
About 2.5 months, maybe 3 months.
That's crazy. And just gigging the whole time?
Yeah.
Just meeting up with people?
Music.
Yeah.
So basically, I was living in a house with all my homies, Joey Nas, Jamesy, Attila, Urzi, and yeah, basically we're doing like a subscription-based label and a studio.
Cool, wow.
Yeah, so I was
Very
like
cool.
basically living in the studio and getting loads of clients on our label and stuff. It's called Mighty Muse. Shout out on Mighty Muse.
We'll put it in the description. Check it out.
Yeah. Basically, we're all starting that type of stuff, and I'm just gonna be running it from here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
You
and it was like loads of people that I was doing work with as well. Like loads of dope artists. Like meeting loads of really cool people. Like I got on Mitch Ostermenis' set somehow, just hyping.
Wow.
Just drunk Muller, just wilding out. And then I did this show. This is cool. Boom. Shout out Ill Equip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said in the last podcast that we did that you think the Brisbane scene is like the best in Australia. Do you still think that, having been in Sydney for a couple of months?
I think.
Is it tough?
It is very tough after that. I think the industry qualities in Sydney are much more prominent, but the talent in Brisbane is still the best.
Cool, yeah.
So like Pastelle, I'm from here. Like, and I go to Sydney, and who I work with, I level them up like crazy.
Yeah,
like,
awesome.
It's just like no cocky shit or anything like that, but it's just how it's been, what I've observed with the fans and stuff like that. It's really, really cool.
Very cool. Would you recommend then that a trip to Sydney for a while is a really good step for hip hop artists and just artists in general?
Yeah, I reckon a trip anywhere, like just traveling in general, you get to get whole new perspectives. You get to see things where you don't really see, and like here and stuff. Like you get inspired. You be able to do shit for yourself instead of for your city or for like anyone else. You know what I mean? You get to really grow and stuff.
That's a nice way to put it. Do it for yourself rather than doing it for the city.
Well, I would still say that's in a sense still doing it for your city, because if you're representing, like,
I think it makes you appreciate it a lot when you come back as well.
Yeah. For sure.
So
for sure.
it gives you appreciation of yourself and then an appreciation of the city. So there you go.
Exactly.
What have you got coming out? Like gig wise, is there any shows people should head to?
I'm not planning any shows at the moment, but I've got 54 songs. See, if I got so it's pretty ridiculous. I'm gonna do basically a year's worth of weekly releases of bangers, and I've also got a couple of EPs. So I'm gonna be releasing an EP called Lust, and it's gonna be really cool. It's popping shit.
Awesome. So people should just follow Facebook page, Instagram. Where should people go to keep up to date?
Follow me on my Instagram and my YouTube.
YouTube's really good.
My YouTube's gonna get a lot better. Is it?
Well, I mean, you've got all those free beats on there that are really good.
They're kind of shit.
No, but like if anyone needs a free beat,
bro, who needs a beat? Look. Boom! I'll cook you up right now for 2 minutes. No, I'm just.
No, but you put out the other day that you have heaps of beats that are ready to be bought.
Yes.
And we were thinking of buying one because
Cool.
beats are always nice to have.
Yes.
You know,
that
you
is-
pop it
and
over your vlogs, you pop it over
Yeah.
your like just random videos.
Yeah, for sure. And that brings me to idea that my homie like gave as well. There was this fucking website where you can like get like your music on, and that's for basically stocks. Like people will buy your stuff to use as stock sounds for advertisements, anything like this and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be getting onto that type of stuff too. But yeah, if you want to buy a beat from me, I'll cater it to whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
like,
let's make a Slop Shack
yeah,
beat, man.
For
No,
sure,
totally.
I'll make it sloppy as.
What does slop sound like in a beat? I don't know. We'll find out. You'll probably
Sloppy.
you'll find out in 2020.
Saucy, drippy, very drippy.
I like that.
Yeah,
Very nice.
and slappy.
All right. Well, before we let you go, we are on a Christmas special here. So I want to know if you have any particularly special Christmas songs. So Christmas songs that you love. Or Christmas songs that you hate, because it goes either way.
I don't know. Michael Bublé is amazing. You know, that's the only thing you really hear if you're not paying attention.
That is true. Yeah. Just like spinning all season.
Yeah, I don't know. When I was really, really, really little, I was like 6 or 7 or some shit. Maybe even younger, maybe 5. But I was on a Christmas album. And with my family and stuff, and like my family friends and all the people they were connected with, and just all the younger ones and me, we were just doing all the responses in the call and response part of Red Nosed Reindeer.
Can
Like
people
a light bulb.
Can people find this? Like, is this
I don't know
available?
if it's online, but like I could try and put it up to find.
Dude, if you can
like
send
my
it to us.
family might have that shit. If you can try run it up.
We'll link it
because I
in the
don't know
description or something.
If I'll yeah. I don't know if I'll be able
there
to
you go.
find it,
Not
but
only
we
do
can
you,
try.
you know, move over liking Christmas songs, you have a Christmas song, so that's pretty impressive.
Do I?
Kind of. You're in one.
Huh?
You're in one.
Which one?
The one you just said. The Red Nosed Reindeer.
That one. Yeah. Well, I was thinking Muller Made, but yeah, that was that was just I don't even know.
We're after some Christmas themed beats. So if you want to get around, like add in some bells and
I wonder if I have anything that sounds
yeah,
like Christmas.
have a look. Let us know if you do, because we need some.
Boom.
And let Muller know if you need any beats, because
hit me up.
he has heaps of beats. Beats out the wazoo.
Yeah, straight up. I'm about to drop I didn't really drop it, but like people who hit me up for beats, I send them specific beat packs, and my last one was Hot Buttered Beats by Muller Made.
Hot Buttered Beats.
Yeah, and then this next one is gonna be Baby Slice.
Awesome.
Baby Slice.
Well,
you could get the baby cake, and then each beat that could be the package.
The whole thing, right?
Baby cake, and
Yeah.
then each beat is a baby slice.
Awesome.
And they all sound like the baby beats.
Well, thank you very much for coming back on the Slop Podcast for our Christmas
thank you
special.
for having me.
We've enjoyed following you as you've been to Sydney, and you're coming back now. We're very excited to see you at some more shows and listen to more of your music and buy some more beats. So thank you very much
Amazing.
for
Thank
coming
you
back,
for
man.
having me.
Appreciate it.
All right, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to
To
everyone
all
out
you
there.
motherfuckers out there. Yeah. Nah, I love you.
All right, cool. Cheers, man. That's it. Done. Cheers, dude.
Thank you.
I'm
just gonna sit here and rap now.
Do you want to? Do you want to?
Yeah.
Wait, are the cameras still rolling?
Hey. Nah, I got old bars. Nah, I got some new bars.
All right.
I can never ever let a hoe stress me again. I need a heavy medical draw that can mess with your head. Need a heavy flexible holder and mess with your breath. I get their head and their head off like I got shit to attend to. I'm trying to wet it just enough it don't get deep on that end. I ain't trying to go out. I'm trying to like weed with my friends. But I keep the haters close. It was nice to see you again. I don't know. I'm just saying fucking shit from the top of my brain. I'm so faded. I need to get some more haze. Oh shit. I don't know. I'm just freestyling, bro. Oh fuck. I think I need to go back home because I'm so sleepy. I'm sneezing. I got blessed, but I ain't never sneezing. Oh yeah, do this at you. I'm looking at you, bro. So don't look at the camera when I'm spitting at you. Nah, I'm just joking. We can go do it. Son can go back home and choke her. Little bad bitch, get boozy up on the coke. And I don't know, I'm just chilling. I don't know what I'm doing. Are we still filming this shit?
Yeah, man. That was great. That was a Muller Made
Nah,
exclusive
it
right here in
wasn't
the
an
Slop
exclusive.
Shack.
Do you want to hear an actual exclusive?
Yeah, sure. Do you need a beat? Do you want me to lay down a beat for you?
Yeah. Bro, do it. Do it, please.
I don't know. How fast? What do you want?
Yeah. Boom. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna pop it now. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Said I'm no good at goodbyes like Post Malone. Had a good time, but a cope alone. Why I gotta get high, still smoke the bone with a hole in my mind. Yeah, this shit getting old. Guess shit cold growth. I ain't never fold when the pressure on me. Yeah, they judge by some, but they won't ever know me. I ain't no dope fiend, but they want more fiend for the dope shit like an encore. I'm making it, mama. Keeping it so real. Why they faking it, mama? I know you feel it. They can make drama. Keep to my God. I'm praising my father. I don't know. Fuck that shit.
I'm losing my voice, but I hope that was worth.
I'm too stoned for this shit too. I'm just vibing.
Speaking of vibing, thank you
Boom,
very
boom.
much for coming on the show and dropping some good vibes.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys in the
Boom,
next
boom.
episode. All right, let's record the outro.
That was silly.
Thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much for following the Slop Shack's adventures in 2019. It's been an incredible year, hasn't it, guys?
Yes.
Amazing.
Mind blowing.
We've done a lot of cool things. We did a film festival. We've done a few podcasts. We lost a few podcasts. But overall, we do it all for the love. We dropped a few hard drives. But the Slop Podcast will continue in 2020 with more episodes featuring some interviews with some of the best Brisbane-based artists that we can find. If any of you guys are listening to this and you're interested in coming on the show, send us a DM, much like Pastelle did. And look at where they are now. We've got some changes coming to this Slop Podcast, which is now 2 years old. What? 2 years. Does it feel like 2 years, guys? Does it feel like 2 years?
Feels like a good portion of my life.
So we'll see you in January for episode 25. Merry Christmas and a...
Happy
New
Hanukkah.
We'll do it again. Merry Christmas and a...
Happy
New
Yeah.
We'll see you in 2020. Goodbye.
Yeah.